Hi both, hope your flights weren't too bad, not massively today. Hope you're well. Can I just start with you, Sonia, just the same as always, just for the team news. I know you said LJ was very close to being in the squad the other day. How much closer is she now?
She's closer and closer, so she traveled with us and she's in the squad. So yeah, good for us. From the game on the weekend, we had Hampton who picked up a small injury in her quad, so we are still assessing her, and she won't be involved in the game tomorrow. And yeah, Guru Reiten still not in the squad. Guru Reiten and Hampton not in the squad.
Yeah, obviously, Hannah in particular, the fact that she's been such a mainstay in the team for such a long time now, how much of a blow will it be not having her?
Listen, I think we are quite happy with also Livia, the fact she joined the club as a goalkeeper. I think the way she's performing, she haven't got a lot of minutes. She played the first game against 20, and I think in every training session she's performing well. So that's also the opportunity for her to play in the game tomorrow. We are fully confident she has a lot of quality, and yeah, she will be playing, and we are focusing on that.
Is it a bit of a blessing in disguise for Hannah to kind of be out of the limelight a little bit, given obviously, all of the media attention around the Marriott's book?
No, I think Anna was fine, as I said. It was tough for her, for sure, and not going to deny that. But I think being around the team, playing games, minutes with the team, it's probably what she wants the most, focusing on the game, on football. And right now, probably not to have to travel with the team will be a small break for her. But she'll be probably more disappointed not to be with the squad rather than staying home.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. Obviously, St. Pölten up next. What can you tell us from your research and analysis about them?
Yeah, I watch the games they played in the Champions League this season. We played them before in the previous seasons. St. Pölten is a team who is really well organized in terms of defensive aspects, really compact. They don't give a lot of space on the pitch. They are quite aggressive when they are defending. So it's always difficult to break their lines, to break their block. And it will be really important for us to be able to score the first goal tomorrow, early on in the game. But also for us to stay patient and to be able to open the spaces on the pitch.
And just finally, Sonia, just on Alissa Thompson, because obviously she scored on the weekend. It's nice to get a name on the score sheet, but for her coming to the corner, I imagine the Champions League is a big competition that she was really excited to be a part of. So can you, do you hope that goal will sort of be the first of many in this competition for her?
Yeah, hopefully it will be the first of many in this competition and in the other competitions for Chelsea. I think, as I already mentioned, Alissa is a young, really talented player. She's now understanding more the way we want to play as a team, but also connecting better with her teammates on the pitch. Really pleased to have her in the squad, in the team. She's contributing to the success we are having, to our results. And she has a lot of quality, individual qualities, and she's having an impact for the team. So that's really good.
Yeah, Kira, I'll just move on to you. How do you see the squad's sort of shaping up? Obviously, Sonia's talk about Alissa there, but you've obviously had a couple of new faces in this season. How do you think the squad is shaping going into this kind of, later stage of the league phase of the Champions League?
Yeah, I think we're in a good place. I think it's really important that we've got competition. I think that's what you kind of need at this stage. I think there's obviously a lot of games, a lot of different competitions. So yeah, I think we're in a good place, and I think obviously to have that in training as well makes it easier when you're playing the games afterwards.
Do you enjoy this new format of the Champions League?
I prefer the old one, but that's just my opinion. But yeah, I do prefer the old one.
She's traditional.
I don't know. It's just how it's always been. It's how I've always known the Champions League to be, and yeah, I just prefer like the old school football. I think, I don't know. It's just what I prefer.
Fair enough. I just want to ask you as well. We had some news earlier about Katie Reid, obviously the England defender, and the fact that she suffered an ACL. Really sad news. just wanted to get your reaction on that, obviously, as an England teammate, really.
Yeah, I think it's awful. I've not had the chance to play with Katie yet, but yeah, having watched the season so far, she's had an incredible start, and yeah, I think it's really unlucky, and it's a shame for her to pick up that injury. But I'm sure she's got good people around her, a good team at Arsenal, so I'm sure she'll bounce back from it. But yeah, I think it's unfortunate, and I feel like pretty much every match day now there's a serious injury. So I think there's actually a bigger issue to talk about here in the women's game, to be honest.
Yeah, well, I wanted to talk about that issue in terms of, the wider issue. There's obviously been a lot of conversation around ACLs and the need for more research, etc. But, where is it that you kind of sit on it? What action do you want to see happen now? Because it is obviously a major injury, which is just continuing to have a huge effect on people's careers.
I think, in my honest opinion, I think the governing bodies need to listen to the players. I think maybe sometimes we do play too many games in a congested fixtures. There's not enough rest time. I think we're the ones ultimately who are going through it. So, you can do the research, but ultimately you need to listen to the ones who are going through it and, how we can best find solutions for that going forward.
Have you had some more conversations around that recently? Obviously with Katie being the latest example.
Yeah, I think it's obviously talk in the changing room when, as I said, every match day there's a big injury. And I think sometimes as players, you do worry about that. I think it would be a lie to say that you don't think about it. But yeah, it's a difficult one. I think obviously you still want to be playing those games. You still want to be playing week in, week out. You want to be playing the big occasions. But yeah, as I said, I think sometimes the people higher up do need to listen to what we're saying as players.
Thanks, Kira. All the best. Thanks, Sonia.
Thank you.
Thank you, Emma.
Thanks. Well, no surprises who we're going to go to next. Bruce, thanks for waiting.
Yeah, I apologize in advance of my cat is mainly autonomic and he's just desperate for attention. So apologies for that.
That's fine.
So,
We love animals.
sorry.
We love animals and cats, so that's fine.
So against Arsenal, you created some really excellent chances in the first half, but and you talked about being more clinical after the match. Have you worked on being more clinical, and what have you worked on?
I think between Arsenal and this game, it's a quick turnaround. So we only had one training session on pitch with a full squad. Some of the players were still managing datas and loads on the pitch because the game is important tomorrow and we need to come into the game with fresh legs. But for me, yeah, I see that by thinking positively. I think we are a team who create a lot of opportunities. We are able to move the ball higher up the pitch to come in the opposite box, and I think that's the most important. So now when you are in this situation, being able to be clinical goes a lot with the confidence on players. So it's just for them not to start to overthink when they are in this situation and more to have instinct. So I'm fully confident we'll create opportunities tomorrow and we'll be able to score.
All right, and as you said, St. Pölten can be very compact. And Twente earlier this season, kind of frustrated you by being really compact. What did you take away from that match and going into the preparation for this one?
I think as it's the case in most of the games, when you face a team who is really compact and defends really low on the pitch, you have to make sure you are able to score the first goal. I think that's really important. When you are able to score the first goal, it changes a lot the game. So again, efficiency will be key for the game tomorrow.
Sorry about that. All right. And you've also highlighted that resilience is very essential if you want to go far in every competition. How do you work on that resilience within the team?
I think I'm lucky enough to have players who have a high competition into the squad. They are competitors and it comes from them first, which is the most important thing. I think also in training sessions, we try to work on that. We always talk about the mentality, the mindset we want to go into every game. That's part of our foundation in the game model, our base. And I think that's really important because we can talk a lot about tactical aspects. But at the end of the day, in the game, the team who shows the most desire is probably the team who have more chances to win the game. So I think it has to be something we bring into every game for us.
All right, thank you. And moving on to Kira. You've obviously won the Champions League before. How do you take that winning experience into Chelsea?
Yeah, I think in the Champions League there's probably no easy games, and I think a lot of people don't look at it like that. But yeah, even from my experience at playing at different teams, I think every team you face is difficult for different reasons. And I think from my experience, obviously when I won at Barcelona, we were actually losing 2-0 in the final. So I think that was a valuable experience in itself, knowing that like no matter how long of the game's left, you've always got a chance to win. And I think that's something that we obviously took through at the Euros as well. And I think, that's probably something that a lot of us can bring to this Chelsea team as well now.
All right. And you're usually not the highest scoring player. Quite a lot. Recently, is it something you've been working on?
Sonia tells me to shoot all the time, to be fair.
And
She
Ruth,
does.
not good match day -1 for her confidence to say that. You need to give her confidence. She's really good shooting from distance and she can score in every position.
Yeah, I just prefer to pass. I prefer to get an assist. So I don't know. I think at times I overplay, but yeah, Sonia and Cami are always telling me to shoot. I'm shooting my left foot, but I've not done that yet, to be fair.
It's coming.
And lastly, for me, I'm Dutch, so I'm really interested in our Dutch players as well. What is it like playing with Vika?
I really like playing with Vika, actually. She's really smart. I think she's got all the attributes to be a top player in the female game. I think her football intelligence is probably one of the best out of the players I've played with. I think in terms of like finding the spaces and being in the pocket, and yeah, I think her ability to get up and down the pitch as well is incredible for her age. So yeah, I think obviously she's still got a lot to learn in the game, but she's got all the attributes to be a top player, and I think she's probably one of the players that I've got the best relationship on the field, I would say, with.
All right. Well, thank you guys, and good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bruce. Bye to your cat as well. We'll leave it there. Thanks very much, everybody.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Right. Thank you.